it's quite difficult to say because I have a lot of good memories with them. I would say that the one that I love is when I go abroad for a while and then I come back home to meet my parents. This is really nice moment.
The most unforgettable moments when I was a child. For that, I'd go for perhaps my dad teasing me when I was a kid and laughing after that. It was really fun. The other one would be me living in a small town up north in India, and there was a massive government house I used to live in. We had like a small garden, a small badminton court, and we used to have a lot of fun there as well.
If I'm asked about what is the most unforgettable moments with my parents, for my mom, I remember when I was a child, especially, well, about around 7 years of age or maybe less. My mom, after coming home from work, she always take me with the two-story bus around the city, just taking the bus anyway for 1 hour and then go home. I always enjoy that. So I always, on my childhood, I always waiting for my mom to come home. So I will be happy whenever she come home because she will take me around the city for 1 hour and then we come home for dinner. She will cook me for dinner. And for my dad, the most unforgettable moment I had with him was by the time he showed me how to ride bicycle, because when I was a child, I was always envy. People, like, there are many children around my neighborhood, right? They always play bicycle. The three what do you call this? Yeah, small bicycles. And then my dad teach me with all his hearts, because I was only a child, like 5-6 years old, and then he was very careful in teaching me how to ride bicycle.
A long time ago, I had some immature thoughts of not good things. So a long time ago, back in 2015, me and my parents couldn't get along together because I done some bad things, But then my childish self come out, and I decided to leave my house. That is crazy ideas.
I believe that it's a huge sacrifice. They spent a lot of energy, a lot of time. They were really patient to me, and this I realize every day now that I grow up and that I need to take care of myself. So it's a huge sacrifice.
For sacrifices that my parents made, I would say my mother. When my father passed away 10 years back, she had to start working. She never worked, and she started working in a government organization, and she had to make a lot of sacrifices to her lifestyle for us. I would say that's about it. Thank you.
Sacrifices from my parents, many, especially mental sacrifices and financial sacrifices. My mom, she's the one who always pushed me harder and harder, and my dad, he's the one who supported me with financial means, with money. So perfect combination from my mom and dad. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to explain, and thank you, my parents.
My parents sacrificed a lot for me. They work hard every day to give me the best opportunity in life, so I could go to the best school possible, and also the best English centers, also foods for me, and
What about their love for you, like in an emotional aspect? What have they sacrificed?
So even though my mom's had to work hard every day, but she still spends a lot of time with me, and the same as with my dad.
From the day your mom knew that she was pregnant, she felt both happy and anxious at the same time.
Có con, nhưng bắt đầu lo lắng. Gánh lên vai là sự lo lắng. Không biết
She would wonder
con mình
if you
trong
were a
bụng này
boy or a girl.
nó là trai hay là gái này. Không
She
biết
worried
nó
if
có
she
được
would have a
lành
healthy
hay không?
delivery or not.
Hay nó tật nguyền, nó bị sức thiếu chỗ nào? Nó có được khỏe khoắn hay không? Rồi
Would her
mai
baby
ngày đến
be
ngày bị sinh
intelligent
nở,
or
có
not?
được mẹ tròn con vuông hay không? Con mình ấy nó có được thông minh hay không?
So many worries start from the day you were
Từ
just a
khi các
fetus
con
in her
nằm
womb.
trong bụng mẹ vậy đấy.
I think being happy for me is something is so important for them. It's just simple, but it's a proof that you are doing good with your life, that you take care of other people, that you transmit actually the values that they tried to transmit me. So the way to show my gratitude for them is just to apply this value that they teach me.
After watching the video, what I felt about my parents, I know quite well that my parents have made a lot of sacrifices for me. They've treated me really well, and perhaps at times I did not show the same patience towards them, which I should have, I realize now, and even now sometimes I don't, which I should, towards my mom. And with respect to the second question of what is the most practical way I can show my regard towards them is perhaps by sending my mom some pictures. She always asks for my pictures, but I tend to ignore, avoid, or procrastinate, and calling her at least once a week, preferably a video call. And yep, that'd be it. Thank you.
I won't replace them. They're the best parents I've ever had. I'm not comparing them with anyone, but still, I feel so lucky having them in my life. And how do I feel about my way? Well, I've experienced bad experiences because when I was a teenager, I was a rebel teenager. I often disagree with my father's decision, with my mom's decision on me as a teenager at that time. It was when I in the age of 15 to 17. I treat them bad. I skip school. I do this motorcycle racing in Jakarta, and I broke my leg. I was punished by rebelling my mom and dad with the accident. The accident clearly shows that rebel action of me was punished because I was against my dad. So yeah, that's how I treat them. I treat them badly. But later years in my life, when I'm an adult like now, I respect them fully. I take them anywhere they want. When I have time after work. When I was in Jakarta, I was working. When I have free time weekends, I took them to lunches. I took them dinner. I showed them good things. I bought them dresses. Yeah, I tried to service them, not because I want to pay back. There's nothing you can pay back to your family, to your mom and dad. It's just me showing them thank you, because there will be no equal level from the love given by your parents to you and you giving back to them. There will be no equal. They're always bigger than you. There will always be huge love to you rather than you can give back to them. But at least we can show them something that we truly love them. And the most practical action that I can show to gratitude to my parents. Well, now since I'm in Australia, all I can do is, because my dad already passed away, all I can do now is routinely call my mom, like every morning. That's a must. I will always ask him, have you had your breakfast? What your plan for today? And later at night, whenever I will make time. So morning and nighttime before she go to sleep, I'll ask her, what are your experience today, where you went, small things like that. So yeah, I will try to communicate to my mom every day, twice, morning and nighttime. So that's how I show gratitude, to show how much I love her.
Now, what do you think about your parents, and how do you feel about the way you treat them?
I think I haven't treated them the right way. I wish that I could treat them the right way from now.
What do you mean by the right way? Can you be more specific?
So I haven't, get good score in school or even listen to what they said. So now I try to get better with my studies and also be a good child.
What do you mean by a good child?
Care about them, listen to what they said, and just be around them when they need it.
Okay, so what is the most practical action you can do to show gratitude to your parents, or just to show how much you respect and love them?
Probably I'll say I love you to my moms or my dads.
What
Or
about
both
grandparents? Because
Oh,
you
yeah.
live with your grandparents as well.
Well, all of my families, I'll say I love them.
So now can we all look at the camera and say thank you, parents?
For sure.
3, 2, 1.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
parents.
parents.